What's going on YouTube? Hayden back making another brand new Crypto TV episode. In today's video, we'll be looking at Litecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum, as well as Doge to BTC Bitcoin. Otherwise, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to subscribe, turn on post notifications. We're doing a giveaway at 5K subscribers for some Crypto TV merch. Otherwise, let's jump into today's episode. So the few things we're going to be covering in today's episode is obviously some technical analysis, looking at the market, and then some pretty important news as to, hopefully you guys have heard of GDAX, and GDAX was Coinbase, or Coinbase Pro is GDAX. GDAX was the first thing, then they turned it into Coinbase Pro. So Coinbase Pro has actually added a lot of cool things to their trading platform, to their exchange, which is really cool and really interesting. And I wanted to bring that to you guys' attention because I thought you guys would value from it. So obviously, let's just jump into today's episode. So I'm on the coin market cap right now. I did refresh the page, and I do want to show you guys a few things. I'm actually just going to click on this right now to get us back to the home page. So I wanted to look at how the current market is doing, and then we'll just jump into that article that I have pulled up. So the current market cap is 203 billion with a 24-hour volume of 12.6 bill and a Bitcoin dominance of 54.8. So things seem to be just consolidating as anticipated. Usually after a huge dip in the price, we just see a few days of consolidation and then start to pull back up. So compared to yesterday, we are slightly down. I believe we were at like 204 billion and now we're at 203. 24-hour volume has decreased about 1.4 billion, I would say, and then Bitcoin dominance has practically stayed the same, if not gone down by like 0.1 or 2%. But to scroll down and look at these top 10 cryptocurrencies, you guys can see we're pretty much just in another day of consolidation. Really, the coins are not down by that much. They are slightly down, but for the most part, I'd say 8 out of the 10 are slightly down. The other 2 are doing just a flat line to stay above the negative trend. But you can see Bitcoin is still below 7,000. Obviously, it's 6,400. We broke that $6,500 support. Ethereum at 218 just took a major L and is now down way below that $300 barrier. XRP at 29 cents. We saw it at 30 something, 33 yesterday. We see, let's see, Litecoin down 1.47% at 56.41, so $56. But otherwise, the market doesn't look too bad. Nothing's really down that much in double digits. Obviously, Bitcoin Diamond, the knockoff Bitcoin currencies are down quite a bit. Holo, I've never heard about it, but up 17%, so doing quite well. But let's just jump into this article really quick. I thought you guys would benefit from it. So this is a daily hodl, one website that I really like to do to bring you guys some really cool news. Obviously, they're advertising the Ledger Nano for USD, $99. Really good website to buy it from. Buy it from the website only. Do not buy it from any other platform. Do not buy it on Amazon. Do not buy it on eBay. That is a really quick way to get scammed and lose a lot of your portfolio. So stay away from that. Only buy it strictly from the website. It's well worth the extra dollars if Amazon offers it a little bit cheaper. The $10 you would save is not worth losing all of your portfolio. But to scroll down, it says Coinbase launches new crypto to fiat trading pairs for Ethereum, Ethereum Classic, Litecoin, and Bitcoin Cash. So awesome. You know, the more trading opportunities and trading pairs really opens the market, and really they're expanding their horizon into new ways of trading. Now, I think it's in beta version right now, so we're going to just, hopefully it explains it. But let's see. So it says full trading will be phased in 3 stages. Post only. In the first stage, customers can post limit orders, but there will be no matches completed orders. Order books will be in post only mode for a minimum of 10 minutes. Limit only. In the second stage, limit orders will start matching, but customers are unable to submit market orders. Order books will be in limit only mode for minimum of 10 minutes. And then full trading. In the final stage, full trading services will be available, including limit, market, and stop orders. So it seems like they're taking a few priorities to test out this beta version. So it's saying if you post a limit or post only mode, it'll take a minimum of 10 minutes to clear, I believe. It says on May 23, GDAX, Coinbase's exchange, rebranded to Coinbase Pro. So like I said, they started at GDAX and then turned it into Coinbase Pro. I guess it makes a little more sense to have it the same name because I know a few people were a little confused with that. And now flashing a revamped user interface, the platform remains as the company's professional crypto trading platform, blah, 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 blah. So yeah, that's pretty much what the article is. I would show you it, but I'm already signed in and I don't need any information to be shown like that. But The website's really cool. They have, if you click on the Litecoin or Bitcoin button on the top left and you would open it up, it would open up and you would see all the different options now that you have for trading cryptocurrency. So it's really, really, really awesome. Definitely you guys can move over and integrate into that. I know I used to use Binance, now Coinbase Pro, but I switch back and forth. But definitely Coinbase Pro is opening a lot more options, and people like options in today's day and age. So it's very cool to see that they're offering something like that. Moving on, though, into today's episode, we're going to be looking at Litecoin and Doge to start, and I'm feeling like Doge is something we'll use to start the episode off today for some TA. But as you guys can see, we saw a massive rise in the price of Doge. You can see we shot up quite a bit, I believe way over 100%, 200%. You see we did see a slight pullback, and we can now draw in some support right here. You can see we pulled all the way back to here, traded sideways, consolidated, and we're now starting to move up, which is very interesting. Obviously, I'm just going to draw a resistance at the top right here. So you can see this is the price to beat, and you can also see there is a small uptrend forming on the currency as such. So we'll see if this holds. I personally think it's not going to. I'd be shocked if it does, but I do think it's going to trade up, face resistance right here, and then break down again. And I truly think it's going to go right back down to its high-low MMA. It is trading very high. You can see how overbought we were until we had the pullback. And now we're kind of trying to enter back into overbought, which isn't very good. So I do think we're going to probably move up, retest the top, retest resistance, and then pull back down to its high-low middle moving average. But otherwise, Doge looks quite nice for right now. Hopefully you guys had some of that in your portfolio. You're probably making up pretty darn well. But otherwise, let's jump into the top 3 blue chip cryptocurrencies. So you guys can see Litecoin. We did have this pullback. And honestly, when you look at like Doge and you look at the pullback there, and then you look at Litecoin, Litecoin doesn't look too bad. It doesn't look that big in my opinion. So we do have this pullback. You can clearly see the resistance at the top on the 4-hour and literally tanked us from being overbought to now being extremely oversold. We were trading below the $55 support that I have drawn in purple, and now we pulled back up. So that's very nice to see that we, pulled back up from that. We're currently at $55.91. So again, above that $55 support that I have drawn. So that honestly, in my opinion, looks very, very, very nice. I do think consolidation is needed, and I do think very soon we will be heading back up and at least retesting that high-low middle moving average at $60 very, very, very soon. So I guess just be patient. We will see that correction and these dips in the market. I don't personally think it's manipulation. We discussed in yesterday's live stream that the Goldman Sachs was a fake news report, which is interesting. There's so much happening right now. It's hard to pay attention to it all, but I guess it's fake news. But we did see the market get affected on that. So we did see a pullback, and it's interesting. Now we're going to see if, because fake news was released and more people hear about it, if we're going to start to pull back up now because that worry is obsolete. It doesn't matter anymore. So we're going to see if we can correct from that, at least move up to that $61, and inevitably I think we're going to hit 70 and retest that again, mainly because we are so bottomed out on the relative strength index or the relative stochastic indicator or index. There's so many different ways to call it on the indicators thing, but to show you guys, I believe if I click on indicators here, I know a few of you guys were asking me questions, and then I believe if you type in RSI, so I believe it's this one, relative strength index, or if you type in like stochastic, you should see right here, stochastic RSI. It's one of those two that is the popular ones that I use. Just play with either one and then you'll get the graph. Now, for you guys, the graph that I used, I changed the colors on these. So when you click on it, you should see a purple one appear, not a green one. So that may be what the confusion is for some of you guys who have asked me in emails prior. I personally changed that. If you clicked on here, you can change the colors and stuff, the color theme, whatever that is. But that's pretty much why you see this graph being different, and so does my high-low MMA. Those are thicker. They used to be a lot thinner, so that's the difference for that, if that helps answer some of you guys' questions. But I do think consolidation is going to take place a little bit more, and then I think we're going to pull back up to that high-low MMA. Moving on to the daily, you guys can see we literally just shot down. That is such a massive candle, and only dipped from around 58 all the way to 40, so only a 10 number drop. So it honestly doesn't look too bad in my opinion. You guys can see we literally went back up, retested the $68, $70 high-low resistance level, could not break the resistance pulled back down. We're now back to support, and I think we're just going to go back up and retest that. And like I say in all my videos, to me, it seems like when we try to break out of ascending triangles, we usually break bearish from it. It's very weird. And I know when you look at stocks, a ascending triangle is a bullish thing, but for whatever reason, and my technical analysis, it seems like whenever I see these appear in cryptocurrency, they break bearish. So it could be a bearish signal. But otherwise, take that with a grain of salt. Do what you want with it. That's just my personal observation from doing this every single day for you guys. But I do think consolidation is going to take place. We could move up. They're obviously looking now on the daily. There is plenty of potential for us to move down in the long term. So there is room for more of a downtrend to take place. I'd be very shocked if we do. 55 seems to be a very strong support. And if we do break that, 50 is a critical, massive support. And you guys can see how quickly we rejected the prices from there. A lot of buying orders here. So we should see the price hopefully level out at 55 and then start moving back up. So don't be too worried about Litecoin. Moving on to Bitcoin, you guys can see why we fell. Like, we literally just retested the red band on the high-low MMA, and we could not break these strong resistance points, and that's why we fell. Litecoin followed it. So now you can see we pulled all the way back down to around 6,370 or 6,400 is what the current price is at right now. Daily looks quite nice. We're literally at 39. We started from 62, so a big drop, 20 points on the relative strength index. But I do think we're going to head right back up, retest not only the green band, but the red band on the high-low MMA. And we could potentially break through. It's very possible, but I do think consolidation is needed for the next maybe day or two, and then we'll start to see the prices move back up potentially. I'm going to check out the daily before we wrap things up with Ethereum. So, wow, look at that sharp dip right here. You can see on the green band. That's a very bearish sign. But one thing to take note of is how oversold we are. Oh my God. Okay, that's what I remembered when you said. Okay, so very bearish right now. And I do think we should inevitably start to pull right back up. And I do think we're going to head right to that high-low MMA shortly. So be patient with that. This is just very wild to look at this on the 4-hour. But just to wrap things up with Ethereum. Ethereum is still now, I did a few modifications to my graph, and it seems like I found a better downtrend right here. And it just seems like we have just been continuously rejecting the downtrend. I can draw another support level really quick for you guys as we start to scale back down. You can see the downtrend right here. You can see how we finally retested it again. Broke bearish, and now we're falling to lower lows. But otherwise, that's going to sum up the video for today, guys. Ethereum is just I'm going to stay bearish on it until we can break through. And then I think we're going to head right back up to the high-low MMA on the daily. But like I said, that's going to sum up the episode for today, guys. I will be working on a BitTube review overview for you guys. I know a bunch of you have been asking me that on the live stream, so I will be working on that this weekend. So expect a video next week on that. Hopefully that will answer some of you guys' questions. Otherwise, thank you to whoever donated in yesterday's live stream. I really do appreciate that, guys. You don't have to. I have merchandise if you guys are interested in buying that. The link is in the description. This way I don't feel as guilty for you guys to just send me money. I don't think it's appropriate, but totally up to you. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in tomorrow's episode. Peace.